I don't know. All right, let's put them over here. And let's see what we get from the tarot. Angels, divine spirits and guides. Bottom of the deck, Hangman in reverse. All right, let's see what we got. Angels, show me the messages for Aquarius. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Swords. Oh no, that's the overall energy, Aquarius. My goodness. Card always comes up for you. You know, it could be strategic. All right, Seven of Swords, Three of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Page of Pentacles reversed. Excuse me. All right, let me see. Oh, there is a little bit of a glare there, huh? That's better. All right. I think I'm pretty much ready. So, you definitely left someone because probably of deception. All right. Anyway, Aquarius. I'm just sitting here and I'm looking at your reading and I feel like for the females that I'm reading for, I feel very powerful, courageous, confident, beautiful woman who has decided that she's taken enough crap from people and realized her value and maybe going out on her own. So we start off with the Five of Pentacles, sign of Taurus, you know, left out in the cold. That can also be about quitting a job. It could be about a layoff. With everything that was going on with COVID, maybe someone here was out of work for a little while, and I feel like this person has decided to not return to their employer. I feel like the employer wants them to return. Sorry that this is mostly a work reading. I know it's been coming up a lot, but it is what it is. The Nine of Pentacles, sign of Virgo, is the single, independent, confident lady who has realized that something isn't worth it. She's more valuable than that. That's what I'm getting from that. And Six of Swords is obviously movement. It's going in a new direction, leaving the drama behind, moving on, time for a change, moving right into the Death card. So something ended here, something changed. And I feel like Three of Pentacles is in the center of the reading. I do feel like this is work. But I feel like you're ready to conquer the world. Even all of your majors, they are, right? The Empress, the Death card, and is that it? Yeah, that is it, but they're in the upright position. When I see major arcanas in the upright position, it tells me you are on the right path, you are headed in the right direction. I feel like there's a possibility, just because of this combination over here, that you didn't feel like you fit in where you were. Maybe you just didn't get along with your coworkers, or you just didn't feel like the job was right for you, or you just didn't have any passion for it. This person, so you know that Seven of Swords is your overall energy, sign of Aquarius. There was definitely deception here, that's for sure. And that's what forced you to move on. But I'm getting that everything happens for a reason. If there was a tower moment, it was a blessing in disguise. I'm going to tell you, because it pushed you to do something that you were meant to do, or pushed you to a place where you were meant to be. Now, this Ten of Wands reversed attached to the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is my meeting card. Meeting, working together, teamwork. You sometimes represent a job interview, but releasing a burden at a meeting, to me, I feel like there's going to be some type of confession here. This person did something and they got away with it. And this relationship ended with no closure. It ended very suddenly, and because there's no communication here either. I feel like you just wanted to move on and just go where you felt like you fit in, where you felt like you belonged, where you were passionate, where you were happy, where you were excited to wake up in the morning. Because I feel like that's what you're going through right now. You're feeling great. And talk about, I mean, I got all my business cards here. Business expansion, growing, laying a foundation for the future, success, planting seeds, waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like somebody has worked really hard, but something in your past happened over here. Because with the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Pentacles reversed, I'm getting something to do, and obviously the 3. I'm getting something to do with money. This person, money was more important. I'm going to put it to you that way. I don't know if they stole money from you, or if this was work, they stole a position from you, or they promised you a raise and then they never gave it to you. I am getting Queen of Wands is my female boss card, and the Empress is also my female boss card. But keep in mind that the Empress is a superior woman, so she can be a mother, a grandmother, a boss, a wife, an ex-wife. She usually is someone that has children. But there's that's power. You took your power away from this person. They were probably making you do a lot of work, putting in a lot of effort to keep a relationship going, and you had to let it go. You said, you just said, this is too much. I'm worth more than this, and I don't have to put up with this. I don't have to be treated like this. I'm putting an end to it. The Death card. So this person, whatever all of this was that you left or moved on from, they want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. They want to clear the air. They want to have some kind of meeting. Especially because I don't know if you can even see this. Let me put this up here. Because, see, there is deception, and you saw the deception, and then you decided to turn your back. And then look what's going on behind your back. This Knight of Swords, I'm not going to say that you don't know that they're coming, but they are charging in with some type of a challenge for you. A challenge that possibly could be a decision for you to return to the past or stay where you are. Because I feel like the answer is no. No, no, no. You are not going to forgive them for what they did. They want it. And they want to admit it. But Ace of Pentacles is a missed opportunity to me. There's a missed opportunity here between, I feel like it's 2 females, but it doesn't have to be. Queen of Wands could be a male energy. But the reason that it's a missed opportunity is because someone was very selfish here. This is my selfish card, and this is a selfish card too. Something failed. Something didn't go as planned. I'm also getting a side note of 3 women, the end of 3 women. Like they were some type of group. They were some type of, let's just say that it was a mother and 2 daughters. It was a very tight-knit group. They were always together, probably called each other 10 times a day. I don't know. Somebody is leaving the group and going to be on their own, because I got from 3 to 1. It's the end of 3. 3 goes to 1. This person may be secretly planning something to leave this group. You may not know it. I don't know where they're going, and I don't know why. But someone's not going to be happy about it, obviously. But anyway, did I finish? I can get so sidetracked. Mercury retrograde is so mean to me, guys. You just don't even know. I got this Not For You card over here. And I was wondering where that fit into the story. So this person who did some type of deception here and forced you to leave, turn your back, and go in a new direction and start working on something new, which I feel like you're really, really happy and really feeling good about. This person's coming in to offer you something. It's a Knight of Swords. They want to offer you something. You're going to have to think very quickly. The Knight of Swords is also unexpected. The Death card's unexpected too. It's almost like this person's going to like show up at your house, or maybe you're going to run into them at the store. It's something, or you're thinking that the relationship is over and you're never going to hear from this person again. You're like, nope, I'm not speaking to them. We're done. I'm never going to hear from them again. And then just boom, out of the blue, one day you're sitting there and you get a message from this person. Like, it's very unexpected. And when the message comes, you're going to have to give your answer very quickly. But I feel like I know what your answer is. We will see when we get to the Vimeo extension. I feel like you've just gained so much wisdom from the past, and you've grown so much, and you know that you deserve way more respect than you got. I'm going to pull a fairy card. Angels, show me the final message for Aquarius, please. All right, guys, that's too many cards. There's abundance. I'll read it. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and in human land, there's enough abundance for everyone. So prepare yourself for something good. Abundance is coming in. I really feel like somebody started their own business here, because I got independence, value, worth, building, laying foundation. You could have went into business with another person, though. You may be leaving a business, like, let's say you and two friends got into business together, and you're thinking about going out on your own. You don't want to work with them anymore. So, because somebody is ending a contract, breaking something, and leaving the group. Divination. All right. So, I'm going to read this card, Divination, real quick. I am going to pull you a Black Moon Astrology card before I go over to Vimeo. So if you want to hang around for one more minute, and then I'll explain what I'm going to do with that card in a minute. But the Oracle of the Fairies. So divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. You know exactly what you're going to do. So this person's going to want to come back. They're going to want some forgiveness. They're going to try and pull you back into the drama. That's what I'm feeling like. They want to pull you back in. It's almost like they're jealous that you're not in it anymore or something. I don't know. But that is also about using divination tools. So if you have tarot cards, if you have a crystal ball, if you have a pendulum, if you have whatever it is that you practice and whatever it is that you do, you know, contact your guides and do some meditation and use your divination tools and figure out the answer to this question. But it looks it's very clear. It's crystal clear clarity. They're telling you. I feel like that way too. But anyway, it's free will choice to do whatever it is that you want to do. So these Black Moon Astrology cards, I got this new deck, and they are also available for purchase if anyone is interested in them. But I am trying to learn a little more about astrology, and I just thought if there was anybody else that was interested in learning it as well, I'm going to pull the card. I'm going to read what's on the card. See, healing on the bottom of the deck. It's what this person wants. They want to heal this relationship. Anyway, I'm going to read it from the book because I did read the book, but there's so much information in the book. And I thought that the more that I read them, the more knowledge I would gain. And if anybody else is interested in listening, that's why I decided to do it at the end, because the descriptions are really long. They're like 2 pages long. So if you want to click off after this and you don't want to hang around for the description from the book, then thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your situation, and I will see you soon. If you're joining me on Vimeo, I will see you on the other side. And with that said, let's get the astrology card out. Show me, Aquarius, angels, please. Show me a message for Aquarius. Thank you. All right. Oh my gosh, that card came out. That is just too funny. So, all right. Let's see what it says. Card 8. Chiron, healing. Healing must take place before you are able to deal with your matter. Chiron is not a planet, but a comet with a unique orbit that travels through the entire zodiac over approximately 51 years. Chiron is the Greek word for man-horse. In myth, Chiron the centaur, this is the half man, half horse. Chiron the centaur, the wisest of all creatures, was the wounded healer and self-enlightened shaman. He was wounded in the flank and he was almost crippled, but was rehabilitated from his wounds and sickness to pursue the healing arts through the guidance of Apollo, God, and light. So somebody may be a healer here, like a Reiki healer or just a medium. For astrologers, Chiron has special purpose as a bridge between the inner and outer planets, a bridge between the animal and the human, the wisdom that lies in both life forms. There's a lot of wisdom here. That's very significant. In the chart, Chiron's place shows transition linking the mundane to the extraordinary. This heavenly body takes us on a journey through our darkness, where we pass through to the next side with strengths we did not realize we had until we passed through that black place. That's what happens. You were in some type of a black place over here, and you were probably forced, like, okay, well, now I just have to go. I have to move on. It's just my time. They hurt me. They stabbed me in the back, whatever it was. And then that forced you, like a traumatic experience, that forced you to grow and be strong. And look at you. Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Empress in the same reading. Holy crap. In the chart, Chiron's place shows transition linking the... I did all that. All right. As we pass through the black place. Chiron has a relationship to the 2 astrological signs of Virgo, health and physical well-being, and Sagittarius, consciousness and spiritual well-being. Chiron lords over matters of health, illness, and disease, and especially how they relate to our personal journey through life. One must see darkness before there is light. You did. You saw the darkness, and then it pushed you into the light. One must experience sickness before there is lasting health. Chiron also represents resurrection, so has some relationship to the Christ figure as the wounded healer. This is a card of great transformation. We have that here as well. Therefore, in many ways, you are rising up from the swamps. Chiron's energy says that once we are able to heal ourselves, we can also take this gift or wound and learn how to restore others. We can mend our wounds when we embrace process and understand the gift of illness or dysfunction. Chiron is also an expert in alchemy, the magician, which gives us the ability to transform the mundane into the marvelous. So this is magician energy as well. So I know that somebody's definitely creating something here. Chiron is a blending of the energies of Saturn and Uranus, meaning just don't throw out the old. There is wisdom there. See, you learned from everything that happened, but you should also embrace the bold in the new. In keeping with this, Chiron also governs quantum physics, medicine, and astrology. When this card turns up in a reading, it can indicate health matters or that issues of a medical nature may be of concern. This matter may have to do with health concerns, most especially any emotional healing that is needed. I really feel like it's more emotional because I didn't see any sickness here. At this time, you may find yourself visiting or having interactions with health facilities or any place that has to do with the healing of the mind, body, and spirit. There is also a time, maybe somebody's going to go on some type of retreat or something, because I got some travel here. A retreat with their girlfriends or a family, sister, mother, something like that. These will tend to resurface unless faced directly, and if not faced, the pain will continue. This is an awakening time when you can resolve things. There is something that needs to be resolved here, and I feel like it's going to be admitted. The symbol for Chiron is a key, and this card says that you have the key to open the doors at your asking. To do this, you will have to work with the wounded or the downtrodden in some way. I don't know what that is. So if this is true, it is now time to save yourself and others. Someone may, I feel like this career that's here now on the table would probably be something to do with interior design, fashion, makeup, beauty, jewelry even, something that makes women look pretty. But with the healing energy of this card, there is a possibility that someone could be even a nurse, but what's the other word I'm looking for? Like a counselor, someone who sits and talks to people, someone who would be like work at a rehab and help people get off of drugs and stuff like that. I don't really know what the name, I would assume it would just be some type of a counselor, but that's what I was feeling when I was reading that. Like, you're a healer. You have the power to help people heal from things, from problems that they have. But anyway, I'm going to leave that there, Aquarius, and I'm taking the rest of this one over to Vimeo. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.